If you're anything like me, you might struggle to decide what to do on one of your precious days off. Sure, you can catch up on the latest TV or read a book, hang out with friends, or just be a person in the world. But sometimes you actually want to do something, and that can be a problem because doing things requires work, and this is your day off. So this project needs to be something low effort and high reward. Something that doesn't threaten your idea of yourself as a functioning human being. The other day, I came across a recipe on the New York Times for no-bake chocolate mousse bars. According to Patty D, the only drawback is figuring out whether to put them on a plate and eat them with a fork or grab them out of the tray with your bare hands. The ingredient list is standard fare. First, go absolutely ham on the chocolate. You'll want it to be finely chopped so your mousse doesn't end up with any chunks in it. Then, we'll work on the crust. Line a small baking sheet with parchment paper. Heat up 4 tablespoons of butter. Then, crush 9 whole graham crackers. You can use a food processor, but if you have some leftover resentment lying around, you can also just put the crackers into a Ziploc bag and pound them. But don't go overboard, just enough to break them up into fine crumbs. Transfer the crumbs into a bowl. Then, add the butter, sugar, and salt, and stir them around until evenly moistened. Then, pour the crumbs onto the baking sheet, and press them down into a dense, even layer. As in life, if you spread yourself too thinly, everything will fall apart. Once you're finished with that, put it in the freezer and start on the filling. Now, set chopped chocolate into a bowl. In a saucepan, heat 1 cup of cream, espresso powder, and salt until hot. A watched pot never boils, so make sure you watch it because you don't want this to boil. Pour the hot cream mixture over the chocolate and let it stand for a couple minutes. Then add the vanilla, whisk it until it's smooth and creamy, and set it aside to cool. Next, whip 2 cups of heavy cream until you see stiff peaks. Then, add the chocolate mixture and fold them together. Now, pour it all evenly over the crust. Cover with plastic wrap and let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours.